In the Bible, you hear phrases like, the love of money is the root of all evil. And what shall a man gain if he gets the whole world and loses his soul? Now, these quotes from the Bible, they might make you think that money, success, fame, richness, assets, possessions, they all ruin your life and take you away from God. But actually, that's not what the Bible is trying to tell us. Instead, it's trying to explain how the attachment to these materialistic things causes our downfall, not the actual things themselves. Now, obviously God gave us money, God gave us gold, He gave us all these beautiful, rich things, and He gave us the opportunity to work for our freedom. See, money, fame, success, it all basically pays for our freedom. And of course God wants us to be free. He doesn't want us to be slaves of a system that just drains us and doesn't allow us to spend time with our family. But at the same time, He wants us to work for money, for our ability to pay for food and stuff like that, without focusing too much on the actual materialistic gain side of things. Instead, you have to realize that the why behind what made you want to make money is the most important aspect of the whole entire thing. Because if your why is centered around just wanting to be better, just wanting to, I don't know, out of jealousy, just negative sort of reasons, then of course that's going to lead to the idea of putting money on a pedestal like a lot of people do. And that's a huge issue, because then you're worshipping money over God. Now, instead, if you focus on your why being that of helping other people, being able to provide for your family, being able to achieve locational freedom, those are good things. Who in their right mind would say that that's against Christ, that's against God? Nobody, right? There's plenty of wealthy, good figures in the Bible, throughout the Bible, right? Now, obviously, we tend to learn the most during the hardships, and that doesn't necessarily mean we have to be poor and skint in order to become righteous. It just means that we can't be greedy, and we need to accept that there are going to be tough times, that we have to put the work in. But if you do everything with a humble heart and you focus on God and you make your money through ethical ways, God will, He will absolutely look after the financial side of things, because He wants you to live comfortably in that sense. Why would He want you to struggle and not be able to pay for your own kids' food? So the point in this video is to basically say, look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to start a business. There's nothing wrong with wanting to increase your income, wanting to become wealthy, successful, happy, free. Those things are good. Those things are Christ-like. And if you take the Bible and you misinterpret it and you kind of stop it from allowing you to succeed in the things you want to do, then that's the wrong way to look at it, because God gave us those visions. He gave us those feelings, those things you want to achieve. God actually inspired those things. See, the devil doesn't want you to be free. If anything, he wants you to be fully convinced that God wants you to be stuck, poor, broke, annoyed, frustrated, irritated. That's what the devil wants. God doesn't want that. But it's not as simple as just starting a business and then you live happily ever after. It's a huge process, and it's difficult to separate yourself from the result. It's difficult not to obsess over the money and not put it on the pedestal like a lot of entrepreneurs unfortunately do, because literally that's what business is about. It's about creating wealth. So you have to detach from that, and instead you have to focus on providing value first and then taking. That might mean that you don't charge as much for your services, or that you go all into customer service. Whatever it is, you want to focus on the loving thy neighbor first over your personal gain. And I promise, if you do that, God will bless you 100-fold, because He sees that you're obeying His commandments, you're doing the right thing, and you deserve to be paid for the work you put in. So I hope you guys learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.